So when I clocked out that day, I blocked their number and I never went back to that job. What I'm going to be talking about today is how I quit my job, how I quit working for people in general, and went full force with my business and with my brand. So I've had 6 jobs total in my life: Wendy's, skating rink, Subway, Chick-fil-A, nail salon, CVS. CVS was my last job until it was the last straw for me. I just couldn't take it anymore. And anybody that knows me knows how much I value family time, how much I value my family, and I would never put any amount of money over my family. And another thing is, I'm going to be completely honest with you. The jobs that I did have, I just named all 6 of them. They were shitty as hell to me. And this is not to offend anybody who works in fast food or a minimum wage job. This is not to offend anybody. I just know the type of lifestyle that I want to live. And I knew that working for people, and especially working those jobs, were not going to give me the lifestyle that I wanted, and it was not going to give me the freedom that I wanted. The jobs that I had were very crappy, and they put me in certain positions, and people talked to me a certain kind of way, people treated me a certain kind of way, and those situations allowed me to realize, and then the amount of money that I was making, it really allowed me to realize, like, God was putting me in these positions to use me, to show me, and to be able to show you guys that all things are possible if you trust yourself and if you trust God. I've always had my talent. I've always had the skill of knowing how to do hair. I've been doing hair since I was about 13 years old. And hair has always been something I was interested in, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh, I'm going to grow up to be a hairstylist. What really pushed me, the last straw, was when I was working at CVS. And what happened was my grandma cancer ended up coming back, and I needed to go see her, and I also needed to go pick up my little brother because he wanted to come stay with me and Shannon for the summer. And I told my manager, what was going on. Like, my grandma has cancer, and I need to go see her, and I need to pick up my little brother. He replies and said, "Oh, I'll see what I can do." Instead of being sympathetic, saying, "Oh, wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. We can work something out." It was just, "I'll see what I can do." It was so blunt. And I just took that as a sign. Like, I don't deserve this. I don't need this. The lifestyle that I want to live, I want a flexible lifestyle. And I also want the lifestyle that pays me way more than a minimum wage job pays. So when I clocked out that day, I blocked their number and I never went back to that job. And we were living in Georgia at the time. That was when we moved away from Miami. My husband joined the military, and we were literally like struggling. I'm not even gonna lie. We had got credit cards. I was going back and forth from Georgia to Miami trying to make it work. Like I said, I was working at Chick-fil-A. I worked at Chick-fil-A for like 2 days. I worked at CVS for 2 months. But moving away allowed me to really realize, like, life is not easy as people may think it is. Like, you look up to your parents and you think they have it all together. You think your parents are rich and all this stuff, but it really don't be like that. Like, your parents try to put on this front, and they try to like act strong in front of you because they don't want you to know that they're struggling, or they don't want you to feel like they're struggling. And that's normal for parents to do that. But moving away allowed me to really see what life was like, and I had to boss my life up because my parents can't take care of me forever. I have my own life at the end of the day. Like, I can't depend on anybody. Just started going full force with promoting. It's not an easy process. I'm going to tell you guys this. It's not an easy process to transition from working and you're getting a consistent check every week or every 2 weeks. It's not an easy transition. But I'm so thankful that I have a supportive husband who was like, I'll pay the bills and I got your back. And if you have a supportive system like that, or if you're still young and you still stay at home, please take advantage of the situation. If they're willing to be there for you, please take advantage of the situation. Don't just be lazy. Don't just be sitting around. Please go full force. It's not an easy transition, but I'm going to tell you this, it's very much so worth it. Unless you like getting talked to crazy, unless you like people to treat you any kind of way, unless you don't like to have a certain amount of freedom, then maybe the entrepreneurial lifestyle is not for you. But it's been plenty of days where me and my husband, you know, we slept on the floor until we were able to take our money and go and buy a bed and other furniture. We slept on a pallet with our pillows and blankets for a little minute. And I was fine with that. I was fine with that because I always knew, I always had the vision, like, I'm going to make it. And I'm going to look back on this day and I'm going to be so thankful and so proud of myself for making it, you know, through the storm. If you're in that situation right now where you feel like you're stuck and you're torn in between the two of running a business and working for somebody, let me tell you this. Keep your job. If you're in a position where you need the money and you don't have anyone to help you out, or anybody, or no extra money to fall back on, or if your business isn't making more than your job's paycheck, keep your job. Please keep your job. Don't just jump out there and it's gonna be days where you're gonna get discouraged. It's gonna be days where you make no money at all. But that's okay. You still have to keep the vision. You still have to stay focused. It's going to work out. Keep your job, but go hard for your business until you see the progress where you're making more money from your business than you are from your job. Then you can transition into not even needing the job anymore. But make sure it's secure. Make sure it's, you know, kind of consistent, because running a business is not going to be consistent all the time. I got discouraged a lot of times, but I didn't give up. Like, it was some days where I was like, man, I'm tired of this and yada yada yada, but I still kept going. I still kept the same consistency. You can't promote something one time a month and expect to get sales, expect to get customers. Like, you need to be promoting every single day. Everybody is not made to be an entrepreneur, and everybody is not meant to be a worker. There are some people who have talents and skills, and there are some people who can go to college and get degrees and, you know, have these awesome jobs and awesome careers. Everybody is made different, and that's the beautiful thing about life, and that's the beautiful thing about human beings. As long as you know that ain't nothing gonna be handed to you, and you gonna get your ass up and go to work, or you gonna get your ass up and hustle so you can't hustle no more, as long as you know that, you're gonna be okay. So the people who think that you're just gonna get handouts and everything gonna just fall in their lap and life is just gonna be peaches and cream, you got another thing coming. You need to get your shit together. Life is gonna pass you right on by, and you gonna wake up, you gonna be 40 years old, and you gonna be like, what the hell happened? What happened? Where did my life go? And if you don't want to be that person, you know, 20 years from now, unhappy and miserable with your life, do something to make it work for you. Do something to make a change. Do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. The entrepreneur lifestyle is very rewarding if you follow all of the necessary steps. If you're not willing to be hungry some days, if you're not willing to not be able to have the nicest car, if you're not willing to not be able to have a consistent amount of money coming in the beginning, it's not going to work out for you. And everybody, truth be told, everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur, and everybody is not meant to be a worker. And that's nothing wrong with that. That's not nothing to belittle anybody. This video is just specifically speaking to those who do want to transition into the entrepreneur lifestyle fully. And that's why I make my videos. You know, every video not the same. So one video, I may be speaking to you, and in the other video you may not be able to relate so much, because I know a lot of you guys that watch my videos are not entrepreneurs. You know, you guys do have jobs and careers, which is awesome, and I commend you guys for that. Somebody has to do it. Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't be the same. Like, it's not realistic. But if you do have something that you love, if you do have something that you're passionate about, and you're not happy within your job, you're not happy in your career, I done told you what you need to do. You need to plan out what you're going to do. You need to keep your job until you don't need your job anymore. And you need to go full force. Go full force with promoting. Go full force with marketing. Go full force with branding yourself. Pray and keep God first. Allow God to show you. Show me what I need to do. Give me a sign. Always pray for guidance, and always pray to be able to trust your spirit and trust your intuition so much that you know that the decision that you make is going to be a great decision and you're not going to be regretting it. Don't listen to people. Stop listening to people who ain't never accomplished shit in their life, who ain't never take a chance with their goals, who ain't never take a chance with their dreams, who ain't never take a leap of faith. Don't listen to them people. They ain't gonna do you no good. Stop listening to people and stop telling people what you want to do. Just do what you want to do, and they'll see. Let them figure it out. Cause it was plenty of people that doubted me, and it's not a bad thing. It's kind of like a challenging thing. Sorry y'all for digging in my nose. It's not a bad thing for people, you know, to put doubt in your head. It's a good thing that people, you know, challenge you and make you really think. A lot of people have that mindset that they can't make it without a degree. They can't make it without going to school. They can't make it without a job. But everybody not built the same. But it don't work for me. It ain't never worked for me. Because first of all, I was never able to even get no job. And I'm smart, but I'm not that kind of smart where I could be sitting in school and learning out of a book and listening to the teacher talk and it's just gonna click in my head. I was literally sitting in class like, it's not for me. And like I said, this video is for all of you guys who really want to take that extra step and they don't know where to begin, or you're probably afraid. Don't be afraid. It's gonna be days where you're not making no money, but as long as you stay consistent, you're gonna be okay. Consistency is key. Keep God first and never give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals, because you don't want to be 20 years old today and then 20 years from now you're 40 years old and you're like, what if, or shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I would have took that chance. I wish I would have never given up on my dreams. I should have kept going full force. I should have kept promoting myself. You don't want to get to that stage in that era of your life where you're regretting. And even if you are 40 years old and you're watching my video, it's never too late. It's never too late. Honestly, it's never too late. Do whatever makes you happy. Chase your dreams. Chase your goals. If it's going to make you happy, do it. It don't matter how crazy it may seem to other people. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you all who are in the position right now where you're not happy with your job, or you want to be an entrepreneur but you don't know what to do, you don't know how to do it. Just continue to watch my videos. If you haven't already, go and get my ebook. Need that extra push, or you need that confirmation, here it is. I'm IAmErickaJ, and that was my little story time about how I quit my job and went full force with my brand. And I'll see y'all next time.